Welcome to Road to Ownership. My name is Wes. Today we're going to continue with our segment. We call this segment the Call to Ownership because all we do here is take some time to go to all the states, all the major metro areas, calling families out of rentalship to ownership. We're going today to the state of Missouri. But before we go to the state of Missouri, I want to ask you for a quick favor. Please just take 1 second and subscribe to this channel. It will be greatly appreciated. So the state of Missouri is the 18th most populous state in the country. Its population is just above 6 million people. We're going to take this moment here to just take a look at a few numbers as far as homeownership in the state. And then we're going to talk to the people in the state to give them the message. Our message is very simple. It's just one message. And it doesn't change. You know, and we think it's very important for us to be consistent with the same message with the hope that somebody will hear it. Okay, now the average house price in the state of Missouri is $194,000 compared to $374,000, which is the national average. So you can tell that, you know, the price in the state of Missouri is not as high as it is in a good part of the country. The homeownership rate for the state of Missouri is 66.8%, which is a little bit higher than the national average, which is 65.6%. And like I always say, homeownership rate in the country as a whole is not satisfactory. Homeownership in this country, I think, in my opinion, should be at least 80%. If information was available to everyone and everyone understood the importance of homeownership, it would be at least 80%. When it comes to homeownership for African Americans in the state of Missouri, it's only 37%, meaning the majority of the African American families are still renting in the state of Missouri. The cost of living for the state is 90.1 compared to the national average index, which is 100. So it's a little bit less expensive to live in Missouri than the country as a whole. Now, so this was a quick look at the state of Missouri. I want to talk to you here. If you are somebody who live in the state of Missouri, I take the time to do this video so people don't say, you know what, this message is not for me. So if you are in the state of Missouri today, this moment in my life, I'm using it to speak to you. If you are in the state of Missouri and you don't have a house, you're not a homeowner, but you've been working a full-time job for 5 years, 10 years. You've been paying that rent, okay? There is no important reason why you're not a homeowner. You don't have a medical reason why you're not a homeowner. You are not a student, you know, during those years. You are a full-time student, a full-time employee, and you do not plan to move out of state of Missouri in the next 5 years. You plan to stay there. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. If those facts actually reflect your life, something went wrong. You have been told the wrong story. I don't know why this is your situation. Okay, first, if you don't have a house because somehow you think that a home ownership is beyond you, I'm gonna tell you, you are wrong. Home ownership is within your reach in the state of Missouri. Okay, if for some reason you read in a book that home ownership was not such a good thing, you know, economically, I'm gonna tell you, you are wrong. Home ownership is the #1 lever for working class people in this country when it comes to wealth creation. Now, if for some reason you are surrounded by people, by relatives and friends that are all renting and that sees home ownership as something that is beyond them, I want you to look for new friends. Okay, look for new friends that own houses. Maybe you have to leave the state of Missouri. Okay, this is in this age of communication. You can live anywhere in this country. You can do FaceTime, you can text and email friends and family everywhere. I mean, there will be even more technology available to connect with your relatives, with your friends throughout, where you can just move somewhere else to become a homeowner, which is the #1 lever of wealth for the working class, not for everybody. Okay, there might be theories about which people who write articles about homeownership as if it's a bad thing, but they are not in the same place as you economically. So what is applicable to their life is not for your life. I want you to do me a favor. Call your children, tell them that today your family has been called out of rentalship to ownership. Tell your friends, go embarrass yourself, tell your relatives, tell everybody that your family has been called out of rentalship to ownership. This is your day today. This video is for the state of Missouri, for renters that's been renting for 5 years, 10 years, paying the mortgage of another homeowner. This is your call to get out. This is a call for the state of Missouri. Thank you.